Evie's teddy bear. Not plump, skinny. See if I can find my needles. Oh, there it is. Two little black beads. And I think this is going to be too big. Oh. I'll go with that then. I'm only going to use 3 strands. Not doing a knot, I'm just going to start with the nose. hold that. Oh, hold that for a sec. Just a satin stitch nose there. And take it down there. Back up. Put it down and up for the first eye. So that's what you've got so far. Pop that across to the other side. To secure it, I'm going to go through this eye several times until I can't go through anymore. Don't let a child anywhere near this. This video is adult craft. The product is not for children. Okay, I think we're getting quite tight here now. Now we're going to coffee stain. Oops, let's just take that little bit off. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go nuke him, her, for a minute. There we go. To teddy bear. Um, oops. There we go. A little bow on there. Okay. I stopped the video yesterday when my machine started playing up. All fixed now. So I can continue with her dress, but first of all, I'm going to give her some eyes. I'm giving her smaller eyes than the original doll, because I thought they were just a bit too big. So, again, we'll just stick through the top, out, where that eye is going to be. I'll just take them right there. Okay. This is not long enough. Now, if you didn't have a long doll needle, to attach the eyes, you would take your needle through, back up to there, and back through. You'd have to have plenty of thread for that. But that is another option, and a very secure option too. Okay. Back through to that one. Can be a little bit tough. Or tight. Now I'm going to take it up to the top of her head. Couple of little stitches there to hold it. Okay, now let's give us some cheeks. Brush quite liberally. Now, what I haven't given her is eyebrows, so I think I will now. This is the kind of mess I get into with embroidery threads. I hate them. Hate them. You should see my bag of embroidery threads. No, you shouldn't. No. Grr. Oh, that would be enough. So let's just decide where we want them. The eyebrows could let you know what mood she's in. If she has eyebrows she could look cross. She had eyebrows like that. Put them like that. She looks happy. That's my theory anyway. Oops. So we're just going to go from the tip of that lash, take that up to there, about 1/4 of an inch up, and then take it down to the end of that lash. So from that lash up, an inch, thereabouts. Here we go. Can't see that. It is very light. There you go. This is just going to be one long stitch for each brow. Try and get it right on. Here we go. Take it through here and out the top. Here we go. This will all be covered in her hair, which I'm not putting on yet. Okay, there she is, and that's her beloved Teddy. Right. Now, where I got to with this skirt, the dress last night. I gathered the top and fitted it against the bodice piece. Now I'll fold it over 1 centimetre. Fold it over 1 centimetre towards the wrong side. Okay, so that's the right side. And I've done the same with this side. So what I'm going to do first is stitch across the half width of this, so about, 1/2 centimetre. Okay, let's do the second one. Exactly the same. Cup of tea. Okay, now what I'm going to do is grab the two waste pieces, put it set like that, right sides facing in, with the gather facing the bodice. Okay, I'm clipping that. Now I'm going to be sewing up to about halfway up there. So just go halfway up. Just make sure we're equal on both sides. Okay. You can start from the bottom or start from the top, whatever. Lace moves about. Hey Jude, how are you? Thanks for popping in, lovey. Like the first one, or it is the first one? I remember. You visited, and I think it might have been Joyce. Joyce Boring. She came by yesterday too. I'm going good. Really good, mate. Really good. Yes, I remember it now. You were too. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm making little Evie. Oops. There she is. She's an old pattern of mine. And I just loved her little face. Just loved her. So I had to make her again. Her health's doing really good, mate. The wound is all cleared up. just about back to normal. Well, I am back to normal. Yeah. You doing okay? Excellent. Excellent. You know, now that I've got you on your own, there's something I'd like about Di, but I don't want to ask her myself. So can I ask you? Your son's bought a new home. No, don't stress over it. Let him stress. Wow. In New Zealand? Well, you're good mum and dad, aren't you? Is he married? Do they have family? Oh, nice. I'd love to go over to New Zealand. It's been one of our dreams for a few years. Cool. Now, I want to send a little parcel to Di. Could you give me her address? Okie dokie. Okay, while I'm waiting for Jude to get her coffee, I'm just going to run the size up of this dress. In the middle to the bottom, or the bottom to the middle. Okay, I'm just going to finish doing this dress. do you know I have an awesome hubby helping me? Yeah, he's pretty good. Brings me cups of tea and stuff. And swap it for the world. I don't actually have a craft room. I'm just in the dining room at the end of the wall. Okay. I've sewn up the dress up to halfway up the bodice. Now what we're going to do, we'll use this in my knotted thread. Isn't that shocking? Look at that. It's cute, isn't it? I just wanted to put that little bit of lace on it to tone down the brightness of the fabric too. Anyway, can you give me grief Dido's address? I'd like to send her a few bits and pieces. I received my very first random act of kindness from Soleil of, have you heard of it? Enchanted by Craft. Soleil, Japanese lady. Absolutely beautiful. Has fought cancer, and I think she's winning or she's won. Anyway, I entered one of her subby competitions. I didn't win it, but she sent me this beautiful little parcel of bits and bobs. And I thought, well, I'd like to pay that forward to someone. You know, set up a little random act of kindness. Thanks, darling. So I'll put some bits together for her. Okay, I'm going to go through the casing that I've created here. I'm going to show my ignorance as far as New Zealand is concerned, and ask you which island Wellington's on. Isn't that shocking? I would have known that in school. Okay, so I've taken this through there, all the way through, past that one, and through this one. And this is how a dress goes on. Just pop it over her head, a little bit of a squeeze. Her arms up. And that one goes through there. So now we get this all gathered up. Not too tight, but not too loose. Yeah, that's where we want to go, Wellington. Okay, so now I'm just going to knot it. I'm just going to knot that and that one. Okay, that's what we've got so far. And I like her pants come below her dress. There we go, that's that. Now the best part of her. Well, he's 1 hour, 20 minutes away from you. Thanks, love. You've got my Facebook? Okay, now I'm going to make Evie's cardigan, which is, this is an old cardigan that doesn't fit me anymore. And I'm hoping it'll work. This is quite large. Okay, I need to cut this. Here's my instructions. Cardigan. 21 by 22 centimeters. Just cut this. Not much room here. Okay, 21 by 22. And Dida's in South Island, isn't she? Invercargill, is that what it is? So I put this in the center of the buttons and flush with the bottom. Stick a few pins in to hold it. Right. Now we're going to cut. Yep. We're going to cut. Okay. Oh, thanks, Jude. That's great. Thank you. At the bottom of the South Island. Oh, wow. Is that where all the mountains are? Okay, I'm putting this sweater right sides together inside. yes, I have. Put the right sides together. Really, why would you say it's better than the north? Isn't the north warmer? Okay, now I'm going to go sleeves. I'm going to leave that cuff. I'll leave that cuff, and I'm going to do 16 centimeters. The sweater's going to be so nice and warm. I know it's way big for her little arms, but it's just the way I want it. Chunky and oversized. She's wearing her big sister's sweater. More cityfied than the north. Oh, Scotland is my home. Wow. First up with this, I have to mark the center 6 centimeters, give or take. Just the center 6, which is, what have I got? I've got roughly 24. So between 9 and 15. So between 9 and 15. So I'll just put a clip here. Shall I make it 8 and 16? A little bit more room at the top. Pretty much it. Now I might see if I can unravel some wool. Here's a Scottish, is he? Descendant of Robert the Bruce. Wow. But he was born in New Zealand? was actually born in Scotland and came over here when I was 18. Should have gone to New Zealand. This is not working. Okay. It's not easy to pull out any threads here. So let's just see what I can do here. I wouldn't use ordinary thread to sew that. If you can't unravel some threads from the cardigan, go ahead and use embroidery thread and as close a match as you can. Oh look, I might be getting some out here. I think I am. Thank you. Have you seen my dolls in Facebook? So they're on my page, Dolls on Parade. If you want to have a check them out. This is working, this is working. I'm unraveling a nice long strand here from this cardigan. So I'm going to sew it together by hand. It's just much easier, being so bulky. Do you sew? I can well imagine. We Scots do tend to be very protective and hot-tempered. Been known to blow a gasket myself. Okay, I've got 2 bits. We're still going. That's it. Good, good, good. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'm sure I had you as friend. I know I've subbed you anyway. Pretty sure I have. Did that way back. So you know Soleil from Enchanted by Craft, or is it just through YouTube? She's such a sweetheart. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, I'll send it to you on Facebook. I'll message you. Okay, we're getting some strands here, one at a time. I knit as well and crochet. I never was really a career woman. I was more into my children. Worked only when I had to. But I've always liked craft. Ground babies? What ground babies? Oh, grandbabies. As far as I know, really good. Really good. Hopefully, we'll get over to Adelaide when when spring comes, when the weather lightens up a bit. We'll see one there. No, we'll see two there. And the other one's in Tassie, so we don't get to see him much, unfortunately. Some pics on Facebook. It's about our limit. But they are adorable little creatures. Not at the minute, no. We have to wait for this COVID to sort itself out. But hopefully by September, October, COVID's gone. Well, since we've had a lot of protests here about Black Lives Matter, we've had more cases of COVID, so it's a bit unfortunate. It's a bit unfortunate. Good thing to protest about, but not when we're in the middle of a pandemic like this. It has been the strangest year so far, isn't it? Holy crap, you just get that now. 9 weeks. Ooh. That's because of COVID, isn't it? Ah, you are indeed, yeah. Oddly enough, I'm very surprised I got a little parcel the other day from China. I bought a walking foot for my sewing machine. I'd forgotten I'd ordered it because it was so long ago. And do you remember that ship that lost a lot of shipping containers coming from China? I thought, my little walking foot would be under the ocean, but no, it came the other day. So I was really surprised. I'm very happy about that. Okay, we've got some good vents here. probably stop soon. Oh, I never thought of that. Oh my God. Nope, never thought of that. Oh, hell's bells. Oh. You'd think the authorities at ports and all that, and they would sterilise stuff as it's going through their, scanners and stuff. Maybe not. God, I never thought of doing that. I will, yeah, most definitely. I do tend to get a bit blasé with things like that because I just don't get colds and I don't get the flu. And I suppose in reality, one day it just might hit me. Gosh, wouldn't that be nice for her hair? Wow, look at that. That would be fabulous for her hair. Too close in colour. But I'll keep this for another doll. Once I've finished this little one. Tea tree oil and water. Ah, okay. I'll do that. I'll take my anti-bag out to the post box with me. I know, this would look fabulous for her hair, wouldn't it? Absolutely. For now, I think I've got enough to be sewing with. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut all this off. Come back to this. I think this sweater used to have a little fur collar. No, I'm thinking of another one. Okay, so let's grab a piece of this long piece. Oops. Oops. Short ones. Yo. Okay. I've got lavender growing in the garden. I wonder if I could do something with that. Oh, good on you. I will take your advice, my dear. Okay, so I'm just going to be sewing across there. I'm going to sew it in like a back stitch. A very firm back stitch. Genola. What's genola? Okay, let's just check that one. No, that's good. It's a nice seam. Excellent. Just button that back up. We just fasten that off and do another one. Actually, use one of these smaller bits. Yeah. Thank you. It's been a while since I've done dolls. The last thing I did was my calico bears. They're my signature bears. I wonder if I could copyright them. They are my own design. I wonder if I could do that. I don't know much about things like that, but is there a lurker? What do you know? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I like thumbs ups. I wonder who it was. I must admit, I sometimes lurk myself, not with dyes or rubies or but strangers. I will have a look. Okay, I should probably trim this just a little. Right, here we go. That's her neck. We're going to put the neck on later. Okay, that's how it's looking so far. It's her little sweater. Now, we're going to put these on. So, let's find the top. That's the top. Yeah. Got to try and get them pretty much the same. As that. It's a bit fiddly, but it is definitely worth it when you see them all dressed up. Yeah, I could have taken it to the op shop, but this little girl said, I need a sweater. And I like that one. So it is a kind of a burgundy brown, actually. It's got that red hue. Okay. Go inside. I think to write out my pattern, I'm going to have to do lots of diagrams on this. It's a beautiful pattern, isn't it? Okay. That's it. Put the sleeve inside, the top of the sleeve onto your shoulder seam, pin that there. And the sleeve should go down to, it should fit just to the rib of the sweater. Slip. That should fit just, so put it just above the rib by a ½ centimetre maybe. Okay, once we've worked out where our sleeves are going to sit, then, oops, that's moving. Then we're going to firstly stitch up the ribbing at the bottom of the cardigan, and that is where, once you get to that end of the rib, that's where you should join in that part of the sleeve where the sleeve seam is, and then go around. Okay, once more. That should be enough. I know it will. It'll be gorgeous. I'm still tossing up whether to do her hair in this too. Might be too close to the collar of the cardigan. Seriously, where's my needle? This happens to me all the time. Oh, there you are. Thank you, dear. Yep, quilting as well. I finished making a quilt for my daughter-in-law. Her father comes from Holland, so I found these beautiful fabrics in tulips, and then I thought that is just perfect. So I posted it out to her. She hasn't got it yet. My next quilting project, I'm going to make my husband a quilt cover. Excuse me. Oh, tea's cold. Thank you. Keeps me busy, Jude. Keeps me busy. I'd go stir crazy if I didn't have the crafting. Absolutely stir crazy. Another thing I love to do is making boxes. God, I love doing that. Okay, I've stitched it up to where the sleeve is tucked in there. Now I'm going on to the sleeve. Still a nice tight back stitch. And don't do it right at the edge, you're a centimetre in. Have you ever tried to alter a shoe? Thought about that. Ow! seen some amazing ones. They're covered in lace. And I'd like to do a witch's boot. Maybe something steampunk. Lots of metals and black lace. And I do love playing with beads and lace. I'm a bling girl. I will. So do you buy the shoes from op shops? Well, obviously you wouldn't buy new ones. I'm sure I will. Okay, I've just joined another piece of wool onto this rather than go for a new piece. And it has slipped through. Or am I telling a fib? No. It has slipped through the fabric nicely. It's okay. We're still going round and round the sleeve. Okay, I've reached the top of the sleeve at the shoulders. I will. I'll ask her next time I see her. But I'll definitely check out your Facebook when I close this video off. Okay.
Hey.
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, we're coming back down to the rib side of it. Lovely. absolutely lovely. And I might try one when I get the lace. Okay, let's see what our first sleeve looks like. Look at that. Isn't that just sweet? Oops, there it is. Perfect. Bring it back round and do the second one in the same manner. I've pinned it to the. Where is it? Pinned it to the top. Thanks, babe. So, okay, we are going to sew. You could do this with the machine, but I think this particular sweater is a bit too loose, and my machine might not like it. So it's quite temperamental. Paper shoe with a crystal heel. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, that'd be lovely. Have you done any videos on making your shoes? Because I would be glued to it. I've done a few things with laces and that for weddings. You know, little pillows with lace handles, etc. A little flower girl could carry. Got quite a lot of them on my Stella's vintage gift. Okay, coming up to the end of the ribbing. Got a really good tight thing there. Okay, now let's just put some pins. Keep going off camera. Oh. Oh, okay. cell phone holders out of shoes. It's interesting. Okay, I've pinned that around. I'm not happy with this. Okay, we're going outside of the sleeve now. Geez, this sweater was 1, 2, 3, 5 strands of wool together. Huh? Cool. Got some on Pinterest too. And is it crafty as Shabby Shack Jude? I'll check you out and follow you. Got a few things on Pinterest. Oh, there's a nice long bit. Cool. Thank you. When I'm not designing or making, I love to look at Pinterest and Facebook and see what everybody's doing these days. There's so many clever people out there. It is freezing today. How about in your end of the world? Let me see if I could do something about that glare. Excuse me. Oh my God, that's worse. need another piece. Puts you off, does it? Oh no, it gives me inspiration, I think. Not that I copy, I must stress that. Just inspiration. I have actually had someone copy my pattern. I was on a website for Australian handmaids called the Chocolate Crow Trader. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Anyway, some girl put up a pattern. She'd made it, and she said it was her own design. And it just hit me in the face. That's not yours, mate. That is mine. So I let her know. And I showed her all my initial diagrams, etc. in my book, labelled and dated, etc. So anyway, she apologised. She said that her cousin gave it to her, the pattern. But then I went through my records and I found that she'd bought it herself from me. So I guess she got a little bit scared because she was plagiarising. So it happens. It happens. Never thought it would happen to me though. Yeah, well, I try my best to secure it all. But if I'm doing, patterns like this online, well, people still have to buy the pattern to be able to make the doll. So hopefully I'm a little secure in that. Okay, let's see what we got now. No, it's just adorable. It is just adorable. It's so cute. Now, open it up. Now we're going to put the neck in. Okay, so get a piece. Whoops. Back to the sweater. First, let's measure. See how much we need. Let's go to. I don't want to pull that. Let's go to about 24, I think. Now this measurement is not going to be in the pattern because it will depend on how you sew your sweater, what type of sweater you use. So I'm going 24 centimetres. Let's see what we can take off here. Okay, that's the rib. Okay, I could take it actually from here to here, from the neck. If I can try and unpick that. It's a rather small one. I would prefer a big one. Aha, the bottom of it. That, I think, that way would be perfect. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to take it. Oh, there's a label. Damn it. I've got no choice but to take it from here. Okay. Flame off. Now I'm going to cut it about 1 centimetre from where the rib starts. So we'll go up here 1 centimetre. Just to give some leeway. Right, that's that. Opening it like that, not stretching this. What you could do is run a needle through those stitches just to make sure you've got them tight, but not necessary. So we're going to put this, let's see where we're going to put this. Outside or inside? Wow. Well, never thought of a hoodie. It'd probably be easy. No. Now, I don't know whether to sew it on the outside and then it gets flipped over, or sew it from the inside and it gets flipped over, or sew it that way. Now that's the wrong way. How would you do it, Jude? I think that way. Then it goes over like that, I think. Yeah, it's just a collar. It might be a bit bulky being a body. If I had a bigger piece of this hoodie, that's where to put. Look at the sweater some more. Good. Aha, there we go. That one is, it's 26. what I'm thinking of is, instead of getting a rib piece, I will get a nice wide piece of the thinner part of the cardigan, and then I'll fold it in half. Then I can sew up here and here, turn it out so that it looks like that, and then slip the edges over the top of the cardigan, the neck. I'm liking that idea so far, so I'll give that a bash. Oh, let's look at what have we got here. 10, 12, maybe 13 centimeters. So I will sew it up the sides, and then it will fold out like that. Then I'll just slip it over, cardigan inside. I'm not sure if that's going to be long enough now that I've done it. It's got to go right to there. Maybe not quite long enough. Good thing I've got a large cutty. That would be nice for a copper. Let's not go changing our mind. I do that all the time. Scissors. Let's go over. And there's about 14. Might be too big. Probably is. Probably is. It's got to go there. There. So we can take that much. Okay, I'm happy with that. This is just like make it up as you go. Here's a thought. This one is, she's meant to look like a poor little girl, you know, with hand-me-downs. And I think she pretty much captures that. Although the original was a bit more calico grungy. And the original also had an altered cardigan. It's an old cardigan of mine. Yep, go with the flow. But how to put this into words for other people if they want to make her. So, okay, that's going to be the inside collar. I'd be happy with that. That's how you design stuff, isn't it? Sometimes you make it up as you go. You get your drawing first, and then by the time you're finished, she doesn't look anything like what you started out. Now that's the best kind for me, because she's gone the way she wants to go, not the way you want her to go. And I like that. I'm hoping to finish her today. I did make one, a doll, based on the house on the prairie type of thing. Her name's Alicia. There's a picture of her on my Facebook, Dolls on Parade. She's got the long dress, she's got the apron, she's holding her hat. She would look so cute if she had a bundle of books. Okay, so now we turn it out. Stick some pins just halfway through, just to hold it closed. Why is it being difficult? It is being difficult. They should actually be stitched that way. Arr. Yep. Okay, now I will check on Facebook and I will give you my address there. She'll be finished very soon. Hopefully. Just have to put a few more stitches in. Stay safe yourself, Jude. Talk to you later. This just needed a little bit more. A little bit more seam across the top because the fabric of the cardigan is very, very loose. That's it. Okay. That's better. That's better. This one probably a little bit as well. I wonder if a spray of hairspray might have kept the strands good. Probably not. I think too big now. Okay. So it's go that way. So it goes that way. Okay. I'm really not sure if I can translate this into pattern form. What I'm doing is placing the doubled edge of the collar inside the sweater at the neckline. If you find it too hard to repurpose a sweater, buy some knitted fabric instead. Infinitely easier. Okay. Shush, puppy. You got that? Okay. Bringing the needle over an edge.
Still,
Yeah,
are you still recording?
yeah. What do you want?
There's a guy here to do a quote for heating.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
Can you pause it?
No, I can't. I'm live. You can still do it.
This way? Laundry, obviously not. And this is the living room.
Cheers, Jeff.
Get a shrink. Yeah, kill us.
Take your needle through all the thicknesses.
And there's another one. Oh, I never looked at it. Shut up.
Shush you.
That's Christine Tim.
Oh, yep.
To,
Oh, that's it. Oh,
Email
good.
quotes
Yeah,
to
no,
her.
yeah, lovely. No worries at
and
all.
did she tell you about the one at Unit 2, 3 Rolf Court?
Up in Winter, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, yep, she did say about that one. So,
I don't know how you're going to get to see it.
no,
Tell
well,
me that.
I can do one thing anyhow, get a layout plan.
Oh, okay.
Basically, because they're all relatively sized. But
Yeah.
I don't know, she's sort of talking ducted heating. Yeah, it seems a bit of dear running costs, that's the worst part about ducted heating,
Yeah, even the gas one.
Yeah, there's, I can get up to a 6-7 star, but they're still expensive running. Usually I don't see it.
Yeah.
How, with the split system, how do you go at the front? Is the front always cool, or is it?
This is way under the size.
Yeah, sure.
And what I do is I put it on quite high.
Yeah.
And I'll put that on.
Yep.
And I'll load it down there because we sort of still get there on my office. We spend a lot of time.
Now, better close this
nights
off for now.
So they'd often shut this door.
Close the video.
It's okay, but by the time we get to bed.
And I'll come back with the collar.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or not.
We have decent size space in Reynolds piece
Yeah.
and it would push through. Honey,
Oh, really? Mm.
especially if you go to and leave with a gas heater there,
Yeah.
rip it through.
Right. And I've got one in my bedroom which is I can reverse.
Yeah,
so I can
some
control it.
yeah.
But yeah, but all the other properties, we've got another 9
Yep.
or 10,
Yep.
and they've all got S.
It's heating and that's
Ducted
basically
heating.
ducted heating. So
Yeah. And
it's
it's
present.
yeah.
You can't do it, it's just you got to use it cleverly, that's the thing.
Right. I thought it was everybody speaking. It's so much cheaper to run than these things.
It's more convenient in the fact that the whole house is with one temperature,
Yeah.
but running costs so
Mm.
so you're talking a space heater, a good size space heater, not just the little ones, but a
Yeah.
good size space heater, this thing runs at about 30 megajoules, so the ducted heater up about 120. So that's how much juice they're using basically. So granted, the ducted heating does it quicker,
Mm.
but also with the ducted heating, with your high ceilings and cold coming up from tiles,
Yeah.
if you're sitting in the lounge at night time, you'll be warm from about here,
Yeah.
and then from there down to cold.
Right.
Because the heat's trying to push down to you.
Right.
So you've got a thermostat on the wall like that,
Yeah.
sensing the temperature. When the heat pushes down from the ceiling down to the unit, pushes down to that height,
Yeah.
then it shuts the unit off. It just takes the whole room to that height.
Ah,
Whereas when you go from through the floor, 100% better,
yeah.
pushing upwards. So quite often we get the complaint from sitting in the lounge at night time, I'm warm to the shoulders.
Yeah.
Everything else is freezing because it can be literally a 4 or 5 degree differential from here down to floor level. So
Right.
that's where space heating is a lot better sometimes than
Yeah.
central heating. But the pace, so turnaround is with the ducted heating doesn't quick. It gets the house to temperature quicker.
Right. Now we've got there's me and another guy at number 4.
Yep.
And the rest of them are virtually single ladies.
Right.
Well, they are.
Yep.
Not
Yeah, okay, yeah. So they're not housefuls of people or anything.
No, but everybody complains because it's so cold up front.
That's right, yeah.
So that it's well, you don't see the rest of the
No, yeah, this is the base, don't we? Yeah. I'll do a layout and we'll,
Can you do both?
yeah, I will. Yeah, I think it'd be worth it. I'll have a yak to Kristen and see what she thinks.
Yeah.
I really think it'd be worth it. I mean, it's exciting other than the other fashion, but with so many different people, so many different properties, some are going to be happy with one type, some are going to, so you're never going to please everyone, unfortunately, but for me, ducted heating is great through the floor,
Mhm.
and when it's through the roof, it's limited. So what these been 2.7 ceilings?
Yeah.
Shush you.
2.7, so
It's not a-
Rainer don't recommend anything over 3 as it is. They want to stay not to put their units in anything over 3 metres, and that's how confident they are with it.
Right.
So,
And that's the most expensive.
yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. So, that's the unit I would price though, Rainer, because you don't have to put
Yeah.
so, privacy on it sounds on them.
Oh, well,
Privacy are good, but yeah.
that's what the others are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Privacy,
Right.
yeah.
So that's what-
Yeah, okay. Great enough for me, is hands down good.
Mm.
Don't have too much problem. They're good, they're powerful units, so they'll push it down when you need it to push down.
Right.
Great enough to bonnet and grinders is just haven't got the strength to push down on decent grinders.
When we were at, the first time I went into one of those houses, the units needed Sebastian on it. I thought it was raining.
Really, with the noise that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If the
right.
heat came on, I thought,
Yeah,
geez, it's raining.
Yeah, that's
Christine
right.
said, no, that's.
that's the ducted. Yeah, that's right. They all do that a little bit,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but.
So a space heater over there, for example, where that-
Yeah, where your cabinet is probably,
What-
or even that side maybe, but
One of those CDs got to be
it's
the
got
middle.
to be really solid thought, yeah, exactly, so. And you do the large Renault units, the 1005 unit,
Yeah.
that gives you just plenty of capacity to leave the doors open and let it tick over, so.
And It's cheaper than that.
Cheaper, oh yeah, cheaper units to put in for sure, yeah. So,
That's what we're all about, trying to save money.
and
too.
cheaper running costs.
Yeah.
So that thing, like I say, that thing can run for 3 times as long as a ducted heater, and you still want the same price.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a hard one.
Good.
I'm not. I like ducted heating in the right spot.
Yeah.
So planned for and done properly, it's good.
Yeah.
Retrofitting, never really is 100%.
Okay.
We'll give it a couple options. We'll do it clean up. That's our wall. That continues down to the bedroom now.
Yeah.
So that's basically right out there. That wall is straight down that side.
Yeah, it's a garage.
Yeah.
So the others are either the same as this or image, mirror
Area
image,
image. Yep.
except number 8, because they've got their mirror numbers that way instead of along the side.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the bedrooms.
Yep.
For like the areas.
Sussy.
Yeah.
That's a good one for you. Oh, no, what's so that's
That's a bathroom.
that's bathroom.
Yeah. So laundry.